just before we go, what's next? I'll ask one question.
Of course, can baby.
What was your instrument?
Oh, that's a very good question, actually. Yeah, because you were in the orchestra club.
So
and you lost your bag as well. So it means somewhere in Hong Kong there's a clarinet.
Double bass.
Double bass.
Whoa.
I played double bass. I was a fat kid, and yes, I used to spin it. Spin it on its spike. That was my trick.
Yeah.
Yeah, double bass. And this actually bleeds into my other third thing.
Yeah.
Which is I fucking love slap bass, Russell.
Bum, bum, bum. Yep.
Yeah, and it's so uncool.
Yeah.
Because it's trying to be cool.
Right.
I love nothing more than a man in tight trousers and long hair who's been at the back of the stage, just shuffling forward.
Yeah.
Not making eye contact with anyone and just f***ing that bass.
Yep. Yep. I believe it's called bass face, isn't it?
Yeah.
Our friend Carl, the brilliant Carl Minge, used to do an impression of the face he'd pull, and he used to play an air bass in front of us.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed watching his face contort.
Yeah, I mean, I played electric bass as well at school, and
Yeah.
I would just get frustrated because I couldn't play what I wanted to play, which was like, I mean, I'm into like jazz fusion. I'm into some weird stuff.
Okay.
I don't know if that registers with.
What is jazz fusion?
Imagine a band playing lift music, but they have a drug problem.
Okay. Right.
Like it's aggressive lounge.
Yeah.
You know what I
There's
mean?
something about like there's got to be some sort of pun about elevators and uppers.
Yeah.
do you know what I
They're
mean?
only going up.
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
only going up. Yeah.
So how would that sound?
It's white. It's white people from the 80s
Uh-huh.
trying to play black 70s music.
Right. Okay.
And making it less
Yeah.
like cool and much more structured and mathematic.
Right.
And so it's the electric keytar. Another thing I love synths as well.
Yeah.
The keytar, you aware of what
What's
that
a
is?
keytar?
A keytar is a keyboard that has a little neck.
Oh, I
and
like
you
them.
wear-
Yeah. Like, do you remember like the Misfits and Gem? Do you remember that? They used to play them, I believe.
I don't know who they
It
are.
was sort of like a girl's doll in the 80s. I believe it was called Gem.
Oh, it
She was
wasn't a
sort of-
band. Oh, right.
No,
right.
it was. They were almost a bit like sort of a dirty Barbie. Anyways, so to get back to
Jazz fusion. Bands like Weather Report. It's just so.
Whoa, there's a band called Weather Report.
That's what I mean. It's
That is fantastic.
I mean, my first gig that I went to see. This is how weird a kind of 13-year-old I was. What was the first band you saw live?
Well, I was quite late actually. The first band I saw was The Strokes.
Right,
but when I was like 20.
That fits
Right.
with you and the age you are.
Yeah, right.
But mine was my dad took me to see George Clinton and Parliament Funkadelic.
Oh yeah, I know
Because
them.
that was the only thing I wanted to see, age 13.
Yeah.
And people who don't know, imagine Hendrix had lived, got a slap bassist, and then got some guy with dreadlocks to sort of shout over the top of whatever they were playing. You know, the guitarist comes on in a nappy. It's mad.
In a nappy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does solos in a nappy. It's all kind of this mad.
Just a nappy.
Yeah, just a big nappy.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's the?
Because that's how hard he's soloing.
Yeah, I was going to say. So is that the thing?
It's all coming out.
That's what I mean. But what is the? Was he basically saying I'm going to really go for this?
Yeah. It's like I'm going to be on stage no matter what. I'm working this solo out.
Had you been on drugs and seeing that of like this Pampers ad got real? So just a nappy.
Yeah. He's called what was he called? I've forgotten the name of the guitarist.
Dan, find out the name of the guitarist that wore a nappy.
But I was really into like funk and sort of
Give me a song that that Parliament would play.
Well, they've got some pretty mad names: Psychotic Bump School, Tear the Roof Off the Mother Funker.
Okay,
a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
Nappy Dugout, which was the guy in the nappy just going at it. They've got an album called Chocolate City.
Right. Okay, I see.
Yeah, it's all. I guess it'd be a bit like if Frank Zappa was black and into funk. You know, it's mad and you know they used to take nursery. They used to do like Andrew Dice Clay nursery rhymes, but make them rude over the top of like jams.
Oh, I see. Right.
It's pretty deep stuff for a 13. So I was in the school bus with a CD player, listening to this, while everyone else was listening to The Strokes and Jet and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But now at least it's not. I've met more people that like that kind of music.
Yeah.
But,
And do you still listen to it now?
Yeah. The thing is, I like dancing, but if you're a straight man, the music you're meant to dance to is crap.
Well, this is it. It's like when you're at a wedding and
Yeah.
they're, come on, have a dance. You're like, it's Cotton Eye Joe.
Yeah,
Like,
or it's just the, that's the
So you need a bit of so
gay music is better.
right, yeah.
But I think it threatens a lot of straight people's masculinity to properly dance to like disco and slap bass.
Not all gay music's better.
Go on then.
Elton John, pretty gay. His stuff's pretty bland. I know everyone likes it, and you're meant to go watch him, but that.
I'd say he's a gay man playing straight music.
Well, he's here today to answer that charge. No, Steps, pretty gay. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, I'm thinking like 70s gay.
Oh, okay, right. Who's
Donna Summer,
70s gay?
Chic.
Okay, I don't know either of those.
Really?
No.
Donna Summer, you'll know Hot Stuff.
How does that go?
Hot stuff.
Oh, he's
Looking for some hot stuff, baby.
baby.
This-
Oh,
yeah, that
okay,
one.
yeah, right. So it's weirdly like Studio 54.
I would have loved to have been at Studio 54.
Yeah, yeah.
I would have, if nightclubs were like that today, I
Yeah.
would be there every weekend.
Yeah,
But they're not.
I mean that would be great, wouldn't it? Just
Yeah.
you,
White suit.
yeah, carrying the tiger,
Yeah.
Mick
yeah.
Jagger behind you,
Yeah,
laughing at something
or
you've said.
Grace
Yeah.
Jones. I'd love to have been at Studio 54.
Spade over your shoulder from the allotment.
Yeah. Airport
Imagine that.
in
You in
England, India.
Parliament the next morning, just picking out some fucking parsnips.
There would be it'd be an amazing day if basically everyone had a superpower. They could hear what other people are listening to on their headphones.
Yes,
Because you can never read it on their face.
Nope.
Like similar to you, there are these kind of, I basically, because since I've had kids, I've realised I've got quite a lot of anger issues, and I've had to stop on the orders of my wife listening to LBC in the car and start listening to Classic FM, because my life is LBC. I'm a host dealing with morons trying to annoy me. But now I'm listening to classical music on my headphones, and I'm hearing something. I'm going, oh, that's Debussy, and I'm like, oh, am I? Do you know what I mean?
But also, when you're listening to classical music and you're travelling through London, it makes
Yeah,
everything so magnificent.
When you're going off you're going over a bridge listening to classical music.
What's your classical song that's really...
There's a flute version of Claire de Lune, the arabesque movement.
Right.
That's like my.
Right.
If the kids are going off in the car, I'll just put that on, and I can just go somewhere.
Fuck, I really regret saying Dua Lipa. I mean that. But it's so funny, isn't it? Music is one of those things that I don't know of anything more terrifying when someone says, "What do you like?" and everyone ends up staring at their feet, and the word eclectic comes out at some stage. You know what I mean? It's so terrifying. But is there anything better? Like, it's liquid emotion. Like when a song grabs you and you're like, do you know the best song? It's when you listen to it the fourth time. You hear it the first time, it gets you. Second time, and then the third and fourth, it's when you know what's coming.
Yeah, and you're doing that bass face, and
Yeah. Are you a lyrics guy or are you a...
No, and it's funny this. My friend Pierre Novelli, who are a great comic.
Hey, he's a brilliant comedian.
Brilliant comedian.
I saw him this year at the Edinburgh Fringe. Go watch him on tour. He's properly funny.
I think one of the best.
Yeah, he's really great.
But we had this big discussion, and it was only talking to him that I realised people actually listen to the lyrics when they listen to music. Because I've always listened to the drums and the bass line and like the beat, as it were, and the rhythm section, the guitars and stuff. I've never really cared about the lyrics.
Yeah,
which is why Bob Dylan
does nothing for you.
No, because it's just a man who can't singing poems.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how much the poems mean to people.
But it's so fascinating, isn't it? Yeah, when people, because my tour manager Kumar is exactly the same. So he used to be in bands and manage bands and whatnot. He was in the Mighty Sugar Plums, a covers band that used to do Ents. But we were listening to Kendrick Lamar, and there's a bit when he goes, "This is my heritage, all I'm inheriting, money, the power, the making the marriages." It's that bit, and he didn't. All he hear is 1, 2, 3. And like it's so interesting that I was like, how are you? How the f do you?
What's amazing about Kendrick Lamar is that he raps in basically as an instrument. So you don't really hear what he's saying. You just hear the syllables as you know what I mean?
Have you seen him live?
No, I'd love to.
Yeah, but it's that annoying thing. He doesn't do it how he does it. Well, you know that annoying thing when you just kind of like you have to do it in the rhythm.
Yeah.
But he does this thing where he goes, to use that thing. This is my heritage, all I'm inheriting, money, the power, the making, the marriage. He'll go heritage, marriage,
Yeah.
make it, and you're like, that's not the same.
Yeah.
Like, I don't do that.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? Of like chicken road. There you go. Like, it's just like